Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another Photo Nation Photoshop tutorial. Hey, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Curly Marshall, and today we're going to talk about batch processing. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Photo Nation video. Hey, I created this channel to share my passion with new photographers who want to take their photography to the next level. So if you find this information useful to you, hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss any of our videos. Let's get it.
You are entering Photo Nation.
So what is batch processing? Well, batch processing, for example, is, let's say, for example, you photographed a wedding and you took 1,000 images. And then that client requests that you deliver the 1,000 images in a particular size, say 8 by 10s or 4 by 6s. It would be really tedious for you to go in and try to size those images one at a time. It's very possible, but it would be a long process. So Photoshop has a way to automate the process for you. All you have to do is one, and it's going to do the 999 for you. Really easy process. You have to do this process just one time. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Let's get started. So first of all, let's look at our folder that has the original images. Now I only have 15. Imagine it's 1,000. I wouldn't even want to go in and size 15 images, let alone 1,000. So, but here's the process. So you have a folder, and if you're like me, you have horizontal and you have vertical images. And what we need to do is, the first step is, you have your original images. You have to create 2 new folders. That's 1. That's 2. Now we're going to name this horizontal because we have to take separate our horizontal images out. So we're just going to go through, grab all of our horizontal images, make sure you have them all. I'm going to cut them from that, and I'm going to put them in the horizontal folder. And you'll understand why as we complete the process. Now, what did we say? We wanted to make the images 4 by 6 300s, right? So this is our destination folder. This is where everything is going to end up, from the original folder and from the horizontal folder. So we're going to rename that 4 by 6 300. So now that you got that, we're going to show you how to create an action in Photoshop and do this batch processing for you. So let's go back to Photoshop. Now in Photoshop, the very first thing you have to do is go and open up the very first image. So we're going to go to File, Open. We're going to go to our original images, and we're just going to open up the very first one. Okay, done. Now I'm just going to pull it down because I just like this view better. So next thing we have to do is create an action. So in your layers palette, you look for action. You have layers in your history. You have to look for actions. If it's not there, excuse me, you just go over here to Windows, and it's a drop down menu, and all of the different layers that you can use are here, but we want actions, so we're just going to click on that. Now in actions, we have to go here to create a new action, because we're going to create that 4 by 6 300 action. So just click that. It's going to ask you to name it 4 by 6 dash 300. Now you don't have to do anything here. You don't have to set any shortcuts. You just hit record. So if you notice right here, it's 4 by 6 300. Now it's recording, and what it's going to do is record my steps. So I have to go inside it. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to image size, and you notice it's a full-size image. It's 39 by 59 at 72, but we're going to change that to 4 by 6, and our resolution is going to be 300 for printing, just in case they want to print them out. 72 would have been okay if it's just for Facebook or internet stuff, but if they're going to print it, it has to be 300. And so we hit OK. So it's going to size it down for us. Now it's 4 by 6. So the next step we have to do is save that. File, save as. You do not want to put it back in your original folders because it's just a copy. So we're just going to go here and just save it inside of my pictures. You want to make sure your format is what you want it to be. Here I want it to be JPEG. The file name is going to remain the same, and you're just going to hit save. I wanted that full resolution, so quality of 12. Hit OK. I've saved it. Next thing I do is close it and stop recording. Now, if you notice right here, it has the new action that I created, 4 by 6 300. I sized it, I saved it, and I closed it. So the next step is going to be, now we're going to go do the animation process. So I'm going to go to File, Automate, and Batch. Now once you come here, it shows default action. You just want to keep it on default action. That's the action you're working on. Here you want to go find the one you created, which is the 4 by 6. So there it is, 4 by 6 300. Now all of our images are in a folder, because you could go from a file or some other way, but we have it in a folder, so you make sure you have folder selected. And this is your source folder. What's the source folder? The source folder is the folder that all of your original images in, which in this case is our vertical images. So you say choose that source folder. So we come here and we find that source folder, which is our original folder with all our vertical images. That's where it's going to take them from. It's going to size them and save them into our destination folder. But right here, so here's our source folder. Make sure there's not a check in any one of those. You want to make sure it says stop for errors in case there's a mistake. Then it's going to ask you for a destination folder. Same thing, make sure it's in a folder. And you're going to choose where it's going to go. So here we know that they're going to go, we want them to go into our 4 by 6 300 images, because after the automation, that's the size they're going to be. So we choose that folder, and it shows it right there, 4 by 6 300. Make sure there is a check in override action. In case you make a mistake, it's gonna actually stop for error. So make sure that's checked. Everything here is okay. You don't have to do anything. It shows the type of computer you're using. So the next thing you have to do is hit record. Now once I hit record, it's going to go really fast. It's going to open up each image, save each image, and then it's going to move it into our 4 by 6 folder, and it happens really fast. So check this out. So what it's doing is opening up the images, it's sizing the images, and it's saving those images in the designated folder, which is our 4 by 6 300 folder. And let's just go check that. So we come here. Now we see it was empty. It has those 4 by 6s in there. Now if we want to check the size, let's just open up one image in Photoshop just to check the size. We're going to go to image, image size, and you see it's 4 by 6 300. So that's exactly right. That's exactly how we want it. But we're not through yet. So now we have to go and do the exact same thing for our horizontal images. So first thing you're going to do, very first step again, you're going to open up one image from your horizontal. So once you open up that one image from your horizontal images, you need to create an action for that. So let's do that. So you go create an action, and this time we want it since it's horizontal, we want it 6x4. Same resolution, 300. Everything's good there. I'm gonna hit record. It's gonna record my steps. Okay, here we go. It's recording. So I'm going to image size. And you see how large this file is. This time, since it's horizontal, I want 6x4 at 300. So I've sized it. I hit OK. You notice it's still recording, and it's putting the steps right there. So now that I've got that recorded, I have 2 more steps. I have to save it and close it. So File, Save As. Remember, do not put it back into your original folder because it's just a copy. It's not going to harm your original, so we're just going to put it right here. Make sure my format is JPEG, if that's the format you want. The file name is going to remain the same, so I hit Save. I want to keep it at the original format, so quality of 12. So the very last step is to close it and stop recording. So we do the exact same thing. File, Automate, Batch. Same thing here. We make sure we're not on the 4x6 now, we're on the 6x4 action. We're in a folder. We have to choose a destination. We don't want it in the original folder. We want the horizontal folder now. So we come and select the horizontal folder. Right? Everything remains the same here. Here, we don't have to change it because we want our destination folder to be 4x6 300. So that's good. The override is checked. That's good. Once I hit OK, it's going to take them from the horizontal and put them in that 4x6 folder, size to 4x6 300. Let's do it. Okay, so just imagine if you had 1,000 images, how fast this process would be. You can go get a cup of coffee or something, get a soft drink, come back, and it'll be done for you. So just to check that size, they're here. The horizontals are now in the 4x6. So if we just want to go check the size, so we can do it the same way. And there's a variety of ways you can open with Photoshop. I'm just taking you through a really easy way. And we're going to go to image size. It's 4x6 300. Right? So, just to review, we'll come back. You have your original folder, you have your horizontal folder, and you have your copies of the 4x6 300. Now, what I always do is take my horizontal, because they are originals, they just horizontal originals, and put them back into my original folder. Right? So now this is my original folder. I'm going to save it to my external hard drive for safekeeping. Usually it's going to have probably the bride's name and her wedding date on it. So when I file, I'll, the images for that year, and this is 2023, so it'll be in the 2023 folder under her name and her wedding date. Now, these 2 images are what you call copies, and so I can delete those, and I don't need this anymore. I'm only going to keep my original folder and my 4x6 folder that I made with all of the copies are in it. So it hadn't did anything, it didn't touch your original folder, it just made copies. Now they are 4x6s. And so there we have it. The next time you want to do that, if you wanted the same size, the next time you want to do that, you just open up an image, And let's just say you wanted to do this for a different wedding, a different event. You would do the exact same thing. You would come here and you would name that whatever size. Let's say you wanted that to be 8x10s, so you would rename that to 8x10s. You would have your horizontal folder and your original folder, right? And so you would come here and hit that and create a new one. But let's, if you wanted an 8x10, but let's just say you wanted the very next event, they want the exact same 4x6s. Well, only thing you have to do here is open up that first image in that original folder, click on 4x6, and you just have to hit play. You don't have to recreate it again because it's already created. And so just like that, Photoshop has helped you size 1,000 images. And man, the process is so easy. Alrighty guys, you made it to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Hey, I hope you found this content helpful. If so, please hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure in the comments you put I subscribe, your name, and the city you're viewing from. And I'm giving away a few signed copies of my book, Exposure Made Easy. I pick a few new subscribers from the comments. See more details in the description. And also in the description, make sure you get our free photography cheat sheet. Go get it, download it, use it, and I'll see you in the next video.